You probably do that. I do that on here. Yes, you can be so good to us. Yeah, that's not fair. Oh, me is my baby.
Hello again.
I can tell it's
That's Sarah Morgan issue, correct? Yeah.
All right, I want to thank you all for coming out today for session 17 of Ignite. This is going to talk to you about contacts and close. So I want to start out real quick by just telling you a little bit about me. My name is Al Baggert. I'm out of the Jacksonville Market Center. I've been in real estate for about 6 years.
There we go. That was fun. Go ahead.
Streaming you live. We're streaming this live, I guess, on the webcam, so they're on Google Hangouts. So
That's got me a little concerned because you're going to play video here in a minute.
yeah,
We'll figure it out.
I'll let her figure that out. I'm one of the owners out of Jacksonville Market Center. I'm also building a team. I have an assistant and a buyer agent, and I'm actually building a 7-level team. I average about right at $7 million a year production in the last few years, so I've done a little bit of real estate and enjoy what I do. I love what I do, and I think that's very important with what we do, right?
Yes.
So we have some systems in place, and we're going to talk a lot about systems and contracts to close and how important that is. But first, I want to check out your numbers. How's everybody doing with their database, managing the database?
Getting better.
Getting better? Are you adding your 10 a day? How you doing? What are some challenges you're seeing with that? What are some difficulties?
Just focusing on, and I've been out for a couple weeks, but I'm getting back.
Okay. Is it setting the time, or is it just actually just taking it to do it? Doing it, right? Okay. How about talking to connecting with 10 more people? How's that coming along?
Slow.
Slow? Okay. What are your challenges with that? Why is it slow?
Getting around 10.
I'm sorry?
Getting around 10 people.
Getting around 10 people. Okay. How do you think we can find 10 more people if we don't have?
Walk the streets. Shopping
Walk the streets, door knocking. Exactly, that works.
And where you meet.
Shopping mall. There's people that go to the mall and do an accident. That's all right.
And
How about any
all wine tastings.
wine tasting? I was just going to say, how about social events? Do you have little wine tasting events, or maybe summers in the park where they have bands and music playing and you go and socialize and talk to them? It doesn't have to be when you walk up and say, I'm real estate here for business card. I mean, you don't have to do that. It's just more of a casual conversation that you're in. You do the, oh, by the way, if you know anybody looking to buy or sell or invest in real estate, I'd love to help. Here's my information. As simple as that. If you don't want to say buy or sell, you can simply say, oh, by the way, if you know anybody that needs my help, I'd love to help. Some people get stuck on certain words they don't like to use. And if it's a word that you don't like to use, don't use it. Find something else to replace it with, or another way to say it. Does that make sense?
Right.
So how about writing your notes? How you doing with writing your notes? 10 minutes a day.
I have fun doing that.
Okay.
Because I come from an old school family where when you got a Christmas present, you wrote a thank you note to your whoever it was, family member or whatever. And I even wrote 3 notes the last closing I had, because I had a closing out of town. It was in Edenton. And I wrote a thank you note to the lender, because I never worked with the lender before, and a thank you note to the other agent, and of course to the buyers about the property. And I think I made a good connection with all 3 of them, because, well, hey, you're working a deal that's totally out of your comfort zone that you don't even know that it was a big help that everybody got it done. So, and I appreciated that.
And that's awesome. And they're going to appreciate the note cards that you sent to them as well. That'll give you more business. Now, did you take that a step further and set them up on any of your drip campaigns?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I mean, I'm linked in with them on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I love that. I don't know if you're not on it. I think you should get on it. I did a webinar on it, but anyways, but yeah, I'm planning to add them. I'm still working on those drip campaigns. I've heard good, bad, and ugly about the drip campaign. So
One of the most amazing things about this industry is that we don't all have to be Twitter fans. We don't have to be people that love writing their cards. We don't have to be people that love to go to Facebook or love to door knock. It's what you're passionate about, what you enjoy doing. You can generate enough business just doing that then you don't have to do the other things. That's the cool thing about the business. There's so much that we can do to generate business that it's just, it's pretty awesome. How about previewing homes? How you doing about previewing homes?
You good?
10 a week. That's 10 a week. Pretty good?
I do it online.
Online? I'm a field touch person. I gotta go out and look at it. That's what previewing homes is about. You gotta go look at it. That's part of preview.
I don't know. Gas is expensive.
Okay. How about looking on the way home or the way to work, taking out a few that way, taking a different route, looking at a couple that way?
Yeah. I mean, you've been here this long, you kind of know what they look like after a while.
Sure.
If it's with one builder particularly, you're gonna know about the 5 plans he does, so.
Yeah. If you're in that community, some of the older communities, they've remodeled, they've changed floor plans, or they've knocked the wall out, or added some granite countertops, or tile backsplash. And, I love watching it every day in the system, and then looking at going to open houses another way, because you can, associate with people. But it also helps me that when I go and look at these homes and a buyer calls and says, I'm looking for this particular, a large dining room. Well, how many people in here feel that every agent in their board takes awesome pictures? Doesn't happen, right? Do you think you can get a full understanding of the room with the pictures that you see? And how many agents in your board take pictures that make it look a lot bigger than what it really is? Do you have any of those? Yeah, we have those too. And it's better to go out and take a look. And even if it's just 10 a week, if you get as many as you can a week, that's awesome. But does anybody have any difficulty getting out to see homes? I know gas is expensive. Like I said earlier, some ways are just on the way to work or the way home.
We had a lot of represented houses this month.
That's about the best way to do it, because I mean, we have about 3 brokers opens a week.
Yeah. And you can carpool. Get everybody, a bunch of people in the office all go together. Saves gas, talk a little bit. Yeah, that's the way you should do it. We ask today's go on, pop in, let's go. Unless you got an appointment afterwards or something like that. So, how do you feel you're doing as far as tracking your results? Do you think you're doing well?
No.
Thank you for being honest. That's awesome. No, that's great. You don't know what to fix if you're not being honest about it, right?
We have a group that's just recently starting, and Sandra is part of that group that is trying to kick it off and trying to be kind of an accountability
That's very cool.
group where they are. I don't know how accountable they're holding each other yet, but they're working on establishing that, and they've got Dee, one of our ALC members with Sandra, has a little sheet that she uses that kind of has, it's kind of a way to track it every day. It's pretty cool. And I think we're gonna,
Dialing for dollars.
yeah, she calls it down for dollars, and she has her little sheet, and so they're trying to start holding each other accountable. It came about during our book club, our MREA book club,
Okay.
that they were gonna kind of try to keep each other in paint for a little bit. So
Well, I'll tell you what we've done. We do script practice every morning at 9 o'clock in my office. There's 3 of us that have written a $100 check to KW Cares. So if we don't have a good excuse of why we're not there, that check is cashed. Simple as that. Now, is that accountability?
Not being.
if you
Those
don't
payment
come,
records. If you don't show up and you're not saying, hey, my kid's safe, or hey, there's some reason I'm at class today, then that check gets cashed. How's that for accountability? You can write it for $20 or $50. For me, I made a commitment that my first check is $100. Once I do it, it doubles. It goes to $200. I think it was $250. It was $250.
I thought it was like the 500.
Yeah, okay. These are my colleagues at Jackson, Elise Anderson, and John Sherrick. So thank you all for coming with me today. They can help keep you straight. That's right. So they haven't cashed the $100 check yet, obviously, because but they're waiting because they want me to write that $500 check next, and the next one's $1,000. So I'm holding, they're holding me accountable, but it helps me keep accountable as well. I know I'm going to be there, because if I'm not, and if I don't tell them why, and have a good reason why not, instead of feeling like going, that check gets cashed. And I love helping out, KW Cares and giving back, but I like, buying groceries too. So, all right. So as with every Ignite session, we're going to do a power video with Diana. Let's see what she has to tell us
let's
today.
see it this way. Something crazy happened from them. Yeah.
Let's begin things. Next, and the next one, 1,000.
It's a little
So,
bit.
I'm holding you, they're holding you accountable to help speak you out. I don't know.
Well, my account's the same now.
You need to turn on the radio, my mom's
Huh?
You have to pause to hang out. I love calling out, getting the appearance to be back. It's, I like, groceries, so. Alright, so as with every, every access, we're going to be meeting to the bank, 6 years ago. So, I'm holding you, they're holding you accountable.